Modern men today are more lost than ever. I mean, it's crazy how many guys I talk to who just have no idea where they're going in life. They're depressed, don't know what they're passionate about, they don't know what they want to do, they don't know where they see themselves in a year from now, 5 years from now. Like, literally have no idea. Maybe they hate their job, and maybe you're watching this right now and this is resonating with you. You know, if you're in your 20s or 30s, so many men are lost today. And I used to be years ago. And I'll be honest with you, bro. I have hit rock bottom at least two or three times. So I'm going to shed some light on this today. I'm going to try to get right to the point and really try to help you because I've hit rock bottom many times, but I've been able to come out stronger from it and still figure out exactly where I'm going in life. But if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Ascended Man. My name is Brian. I served in combat with the U.S. Marines at the age of 20. I was a team leader. I was deployed to Afghanistan. I was a certified personal trainer for over a decade, a health and fitness coach. I was a fitness model at one point, and I've also coached tons of men and women to peak performance. And now my mission is to help you forge strength, elevate your spirit, and lead with purpose. So enough of the intro. Let's jump into it. I remember it was at the beginning of 2019, and I had done 4 years of college, didn't have a degree. I switched my major twice, and I went to 2 states. I then was at training for private military contractor, and I tried to be a cop. I couldn't get into law enforcement. It just didn't work out. I had applied to 3 or 4 departments. I went through the hiring process. That didn't work out. So I'm at 4 years in college, no degree. Still had at least 2 or 3 years left. And I remember it was the beginning of 2019 in January, and I just got done with this private military contractor training out in Colorado. I'm not going to get in the weeds too much with that, but basically, I remember the day I was standing there. It's January. I'm cold. I'm on the firing range, and I failed the machine gun qualification and the pistol qualification and something else. So I was just infantry in the Marine Corps. We did a lot of different types of training, but the types of guys that I was training with were ex-special forces. Like, these were Delta Force, Navy SEALs, Rangers, stuff like that. I was just infantry. I was an 0311, nothing too crazy. And I was one of the youngest guys that was there. I was also one of the least qualified, but somehow I got into this training because I had an in because I had a friend that was doing it. So I kind of got hooked up. Got a chance to shoot my shot. Anyway, I went to this training for a week. A month prior, I failed. I got sent home. They said, you can come back in another month and try again. So I went back the next month, tried again. I failed. And I remember I was standing there on the range, and this guy comes up to me. He's the lead instructor. And he said, Brian, come here, man. Dude, honestly, you're super fit. You're in great shape. You should do something in fitness. This isn't for you, man. You're very athletic. I know you're going to do really well at whatever you do, but this just isn't it, man. So I remember going back to my hotel room, and at the time, beginning of 2019, I wasn't in really that great shape. Not compared to what I am now, not compared to what I've been the last few years, but I did well. I exceeded the PT test. So I go to my room, and I just remember talking to my sister because she was my best friend at the time. I didn't really have any other friends. And I was crying, just so lost. No degree, 4 years. I went to school and got my degree in criminal justice. So at the time, I had done 4 years, switched my major to criminal justice. And the reason I went into criminal justice is because I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a detective. And I couldn't even get into the department. So I had done 4 years, no degree, nothing to show for. I had burned through my GI Bill, almost burned through my GI Bill completely. And this private military contractor school I failed, and I had waited 2 years for my top secret clearance. And I literally had no idea what to do. I had actually done personal training in the past, but I really didn't go all in with it. So to make a long story short, I went back home. My sister picked me up from the airport. I have no money. I'm completely broke. I was negative in my checking account, like $400, 12 grand of credit card debt. I'm like 28 years old, and I'm in the car with my sister, and I was pretty depressed. And she basically just said, Brian, I think you should go back into fitness. Get recertified as a personal trainer, go back to college, finish your degree, get a job at a gym. And, I ended up moving in an apartment with 3 other roommates, including her, a really crappy apartment. I went back to school. I finished my degree out within 2 years, got my bachelor's degree, and I completely transformed my life, my body, my mind. I started doing personal training. I got certified as a trainer again, and I really took things to the next level because I had hit rock bottom. I got rid of my credit card debt, and then I got into fitness modeling as well. So really, my point of telling you that is I had hit rock bottom. And that wasn't the first time. I hit rock bottom again a few years later, a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago, I was living in a high rise in Atlanta, in the city. I was running low on money. I burned through my savings because I was working a job that was a sinking ship. It was a commission-only sales job, and it just didn't work out. I burned through all my money, was completely broke. And a year and a half ago, I had to move back home with my parents at 31 and a half, 32 years old. And it was until about a year ago that God told me to start a YouTube channel. And so that's when I started. Before that, I was making my whole life about me. Me. It was very ego-centered. It wasn't about how can I serve other people. I always just wanted to be famous. It was always about the status, the money, the Instagram followers. It was all about me, and I was fucking miserable, bro. I was living in a hell on earth. So anyway, I know that's kind of a rant, a little long-winded, but I've been there. I've hit rock bottom at least twice before. And now my life is completely different. I don't have any credit card debt. I actually just got a new car recently, which is cool because I was driving a beater for over 6 years. My health is great. I feel amazing and I feel aligned. But understand, men go through so many transformations in their life. And if you're lost right now, you have to look at your life. You literally have to look at certain things that could have influenced that. A lot of guys weren't raised by strong masculine fathers. Maybe you didn't have a father figure around. Maybe your father wasn't in his masculine frame. He didn't teach you, right? That's an issue these days. Another thing too is being lost in life is really just having no clear direction or purpose. It's what are your gifts to the world? That's what it's all about. It's about thinking about what you're good at or what skill sets could be possibly developed to get good at, because it takes reps and time and consistency. What could you be good at? What do you like? And also, what have other people told you in your life that you could do? And you should journal about this and write this down. This is an exercise for you. Think about that and start connecting the dots. Because without a clear direction, without a mission, you're not going to feel fulfilled. And I talk to so many guys all the time and they talk about, I don't really feel happy. Well, happiness is different for women and children than it is for men. So men want to feel fulfilled. That's what being happy is. Happy is fulfillment. It's living a higher purpose. So start journaling about things that you like and things that you could see yourself doing. If you could do anything in the world, what does not feel like work to you and what do you love? And if you don't know where to begin with what you like and what your interests are, you've got to start reading more. You've got to start listening to more podcasts, YouTube channels, and just start filling your mind with positive things. That also means start purging your social circle. Turn off the news. Stop watching Netflix. Stop doom scrolling TikTok, Instagram. You got to focus. And you have to clear your mind and focus. So go look in your Instagram and see who all you're following. Go unfollow everything that's not adding value to your life. If it makes you feel like shit, it makes you feel like a lesser person, like you should be further ahead, unfollow that crap. I literally purged all my social media a while ago, and it's made my life so much better because you have to make sure you have a clear field of view. Do you know what I mean? So we got to reduce the distractions and remove toxic people from our life. Some people are here for a season. Some people last a much longer, many seasons, many years. So list out the people in your life that you talk to the most. The 5 people you talk to and spend the most time with is what you're going to become, whether you like it or not. It's a reality. So if you're around negative people, people who are just obsessed with video games, people who are not exercising, people who, super miserable in their marriages and that energy is coming on you, dude, you might have to cut some people out. Okay. Another thing is so many guys are addicted to comfort, Netflix, porn, Uber Eats, eating crappy food, fast food, whatever is easy. Just being comfortable in general. When I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years straight, I was uncomfortable, bro. It was so miserable. And even now, since I've been out, I found myself over the past 10 years falling into these seasons where I was allowing myself to get comfortable, because comfort is a drug and it's like a snowball effect. Even about a year ago, when I moved back home, I was super depressed. I was playing video games, sleeping in late. I was still going to the gym, but I was eating crappy food. I was letting myself go, and I felt like I should do something else. I felt guilty because I knew that I was not living life how I should be. I was also watching porn. I just quit porn. So I quit porn over a year ago. If you're watching porn right now, get rid of it. It's bad energy. And just lock in, man. Another thing too is so many guys are focused on women and seeking validation from women instead of being focused on having good friends in your life, building a strong social circle, improving your social skills, learning more, reading podcasts, and just putting yourself out there more and focusing on improving your physique and leveling up in your career and making more money, right? These are the foundational things that should be your main priority. Women are a byproduct, and women should not be your main focus, okay? And you shouldn't be getting distracted by them. Like, if I'm talking to 3, 4, or 5 women at the same time right now, I will literally talk to them once a day, like text them once a day, because I don't care, because I'm busy with my life, bro. So that's the other thing. And also, you got to understand that so many guys right now are lost because they feel like their confidence comes from the materialistic stuff. And it doesn't. It's not about the Instagram followers, the watch, the car, the fancy car, designer brands, how much money you make. It's from confidence comes from doing hard things and having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. It's doing hard things and crushing those goals, setting new ones, crushing them. Confidence is an intrinsic thing. So I chased after getting a perfect physique. I did fitness modeling, and it still didn't make me feel fulfilled. I chased after making more money. That didn't make me have fulfillment. I chased after women. That didn't make me feel more confident. Thinking more women I sleep with, the more confident it's going to make me. No. It's from an intrinsic state, man. It's not something that you can buy. It's not something that is tied with the materialistic stuff. Now, yes, looking well, being in shape, having good social skills, having experience with women, having a nice car, having a good job, making good money. Yes, these things do help. They do help build confidence. But if you don't have, it starts from the inside out. So if you don't have from the inside first, then it's just like building a house on a foundation made of sand. You know what I mean? So it's not going to last. And that's really what it's all about. So I don't know if this is you right now, man, but you definitely got to get rid of the distractions in your life. Cut back on your social media. If you don't know what you like, you need to start journaling about this stuff, and you need to remove distractions so you can get really clear on what it is that you want. Because I know there's something, it doesn't matter what it is. There's something out there that you're meant to do, because we all have a purpose. And it's just about finding what your skill sets are, honing on those skill sets, and what you love to do, and thinking about what other people said. Ask people in your life that you talk to on a regular basis, your family, close friends. Ask people, hey, what do you think I would be really good at? Honestly, because that outsider's perspective is super valuable, and it would really give you a lot of insight. And I'm not saying you do what other people say. I'm just saying it's qualitative data. You take that and you can use that together, combined with what you like, and then with your what you're already good at and what you're interested in, right? And you got to remove distractions. Bro, I'm telling you, TikTok, Instagram, all of it, it's so distracting. Even YouTube, there's a bunch of nonsense on here. So you've got to get clear, man. You've got to get clear on really what it is. And that's why most guys are lost in life. It's because they haven't spent time in solitude reflecting. It's because they haven't actually been single long enough. It's because they haven't actually taken time to think. You've always got to drive with your radio on Spotify in the car. You always have to be listening to music when you're outside, or you have to always be stimulated constantly. You can't leave your phone for more than freaking 5 or 10 minutes without having to open Instagram just to see how many notifications you have. Like, I have to just go, dude, you have to put the apps away for a bit. You got to remove the distractions, locking on your body. And that's really it. Solitude is one of the most precious things ever. Just being able to be in your own energy. You know, most people can't even sit with themselves. It's awkward, and it's definitely hard at first, but try it out, man. Try it out. I really encourage you. You've got to do something that fuels you up. And you know what? If you have, and now I think this would be a lie if you're sitting here saying, I don't know what I like and what I'm good at. I really don't know. Okay, bro. Yes, you do. And if you really have no idea, like if you can't even journal about this stuff and for it to even make sense, you should just go take a long ass walk every day for at least an hour and start writing some thoughts. Nothing in your ears. And if you can, bro, sell all your stuff and go travel. Go be a nomad. Go figure it out. Like, I don't know. You need more experiences and you need new perspectives. So reading, reflecting, and writing. Okay? Look, I had a learning disability in school. In middle school, in high school, I barely got out of high school. I barely got out of college because I couldn't even hardly do math, like algebra. I mean, I suck, bro. I was so bad at it. I used to hate reading because I used to tell myself, oh, I can't comprehend. Stop making excuses. But what you need perspectives and new experiences. So go travel if you literally have no idea where to begin. Because somewhere along the way, you might meet someone, you might start realizing, you know what? I think I like this. I think I'd like to do this. You're just going to get new ideas. And reading, listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, books, and things of that nature, that's going to give you fresh perspectives. And that's where you're going to start thinking about, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I like this. I like that. Just start learning more about things that you're interested in or things that you possibly could see yourself being interested in, developing skill sets, man. But really what it's about is finding things that you like and what you're good at and what you could become good at. And think about, hey, you know what? I can do this for the long term. And maybe it's not long term, maybe it's short term. And you take that and then you figure out your purpose. And your purpose is what your whole life is about. It's like this triangle, right? And you have the purpose as like really your foundation. That's the main thing. Everything else is secondary, third, right? And your purpose is what you're going to spend your whole life doing. It's your mission. Like, yeah, in the Marine Corps, we have mission objectives. That always comes first. The mission always comes first. And there's no girl, there's no friend, there's no person, there's no thing that will ever come before your mission. It's always going to be the top priority. So you have to have a mission to feel fulfilled and to not feel lost. And just start building and chipping away at that day after day. Some good books I can recommend to you. Find Your Why by Simon Sinek. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The Greatness Mindset by Lewis Howes. Also, The School of Greatness by Lewis Howes. The Way of the Superior Man. And that's going to help you really with women, with life, with career, with money, all of it. I think I said Find Your Why. But you got to figure that out. And that's why so many guys are lost. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, comment down below what you're going through, man. Let me know, bro. I read and reply to every single comment because I fucking care about you guys. And I want to see you guys win. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys later.